Hey, welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J1999, part of the RSG crew, and welcome everybody to the Lunch Stream. What is the Lunch Stream, you may be asking, especially if you're new? Well, this is where we just hang out with you wonderful people for the next hour, giving you something to listen to as we do some Ross reviews. It's Monday, so we'll do some weird news stories and then answer as many questions as we can get to. If you do have a question, go ahead and throw them in there. And we have the soulless one, Sanely Red here, who is suffering from gingivitis as myself, and he will scoop them up and make sure that if you have a question, put question in front of the statement so he knows that it is an actual question. It just helps us because sometimes the punctuation doesn't come through. We're not sure. So help Sandy to help you, to help me, to help him get your question in to answer your questions. Speaking of Sandy, Sandy is here. Sandy, how are you doing, my friend?
It's going good.
Part of the RSG crew. We also have Dr. Finn, the pork lover, medicine woman here.
I am the RSG butthole.
I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, that's science right there. That laugh you hear is from the lovely Dana Descent, who is joining us today.
Pork.
Oh, Jesus.
Pork.
Well,
I got a giant pork.
So that's the show for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're just...
Wait, there's a very important question for Dana, though.
What? No, there's not. Don't even say.
Yes, there is. No, there is.
If this is about porgs, no. If this is not hold on. If this is about porgs, Finn, I'm going to be very angry. Okay.
Did you dye your hair and put the glitter and stuff in your hair yet with your fancy peacock dress?
I did not do that yet. No. Well, yeah. I mean, silver is pretty hard to accomplish.
Still do for Halloween.
But it's for Kyrie.
No, yeah, I'm gonna work on it actually because the silver part, not the glitter.
Oh, why not? The glitter is like the best part.
Why don't you do it, Finn?
Kyrie didn't ask me to. Yes, Dana to.
Well, why don't you be a team player?
Probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should, we should ask Kyrie when next time we can if she would like Finn to do the same thing.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
She's with her this week, so she'll be back next.
Hey, next week, Finn, be prepared because if she says yes, your monkey ass is doing it.
I'll do a wig. I don't dye my hair. I've never dyed my hair.
I'll still find you, Finn. So I don't even know why you're bothering. Shit, I make a couple of calls. My contacts are like, "Oh, Dr. Finn." No, let's give us a second. We'll find him. Unless you go homeless and go off the grid, I'll find you, Finn. Even then, I'll still find you, monkey ass. All right, and also joining us today, we have Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
Good. I'm sorry to subject you to that pork stuff there, Grim. I can't control it. I mean, two things.
Yeah.
Pork.
Pork.
No, just get out of your system. I'm gonna go work on my. I'm just gonna play the game. You guys do whatever you want.
Pork.
I don't think it'll ever get out of our system, Ranger. You can probably.
No, I don't think so. Come back. Aw. All right, I guess we're taking over. So, is there anyone else on the call?
Well, welcome to Porg Monday, and so all we're gonna do is talk about porgs. So, we also have with us. I think he's here. Is the big deal here? Do we have Grande Patron? Hi, Grande. We've missed you.
What up, Finity? I had a couple of minutes without children, but I wasn't driving, so my Wi-Fi should be okay. I have stolen better Wi-Fi, so we should be in a good place.
That's awesome. We managed to scare away Ranger.
Aww.
You didn't scare me away. I'm just ignoring your mental damage.
Aww.
What'd you do to him?
What do you mean? He keeps saying porgs.
He always says that, though.
I know, but it's ridiculous. And Dana's not helping because she's, doing it too. So I'm just going to sit there and just I'm in the background. I'm engineering today. Me and Stanley and Grim are going to go do some shit.
Well, it's better than that. It's better than whenever you were singing like Paul Newman.
No, that's called skill. So Stanley and Grim.
Really, you can sing like Paul Newman pretty good. I didn't know that.
So Stanley, Grim, you guys like want to get a pizza? Maybe go pick up chicks. I mean, what do you guys want to do?
Get a pizza and pick up chicks.
Parker doesn't blow.
Okay, that works for me.
I was thinking SWGOH and chill.
Oh, we just got $2 from Dr. Gonzo H. He said, "Here's some big bucks for the big deal." Well,
woohoo!
Grande, you can take that $2 and buy yourself a soda.
It's gonna be awesome.
A pop.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Now I want
I
pizza.
hope you didn't kill anyone I know.
Maybe you can make a Twinkie pizza.
Pizza sounds good.
Don't ever say that again, Grande.
Twinkie pizza?
Yeah.
Put some pepperoni and some cheese.
What kind of sauce you gonna put on that ass?
No. Pasta sauce.
So I think
Come on,
Grande
bro.
meant to say it in the other way, because when you say Twinkie pizza, that sounds like you're asking me to put Twinkies on top of a pizza, versus a pizza Twinkie, which is putting the pizza stuff inside of a Twinkie.
That's what I mean.
That's
Yeah.
the most
I know, I think you said
horrifying
it
thing I've
backwards.
ever heard.
You make a pizza Twinkie.
It's just retarded. What is happening today?
Or-
God.
You know what? You could actually make a pizza out of Twinkie materials and then cut it up.
You can make a
And throw
pizza
it
out of
by the
any
slice.
material.
Yeah, I saw pizza made out of sushi the other day, and it looked really, really good.
Boom shakalaka. See right there, Dana Descent is agreeing with me. I'm telling you, I'm on to something. Everything in
Dana.
everything in the pizza shape,
Dana.
Sorry, Ranger.
shape is good.
Aw.
Dana, let's talk a moment. Let's just have a little talk here. So when you protagonize these two potato heads, you don't have to deal with them later on. I do. So could you quit poking the goddamn bear and think of my
he goes
sanity?
back into admin chat and he's like,
Aw.
4,000 messages later. That's what he says. Because it's just me and Ben the whole time. And he's like, finally caught up. That was a waste of an hour. And I was like, it was fun while we were doing it. Come on, man. Oh, my God. Hey, we have a great roster to review today, don't we?
Yeah, before we do that, real quick, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up right now on that video. It really does help us out. If you're watching this and you're new or you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Obviously, you love what we do, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel with monetization and getting the word out about our channel. Also, if you'd like to support us, we do have our Patreon set up with different tiers and things of that nature. Again, shout out to, I want to do a special shout out to Chrome Cobra. He got me the 2 D&D books. I cannot be more thankful for Chrome for doing that. He got me the Dungeon Master Guide and the Player's Handbook. It is such a huge help. Instead of having to go
You know
online.
what he got me.
Shut up, Finn.
You know it.
I was hoping he would have sent you a case of the hemorrhoids, but he didn't. So
Nope. He sent me the giant pork.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay. Pork.
You
That
know,
pork
you know,
is
you know,
adorable.
I was starting to engage again, and then you guys just went and put me back in place.
So from now on, whenever you mention Chrome Cobra's name, it's going to be stuck in your head that he got me the giant pork.
No, I'm gonna. Why would I think
Pork.
that? I got the 2 D&D books. You.
And every time you mention that, pork.
You mutant. Your D&D character is going to have some hellish shit happen to him, Finn. That's all I'm going to say.
But then Grim will never get laid.
Oh, no worry, I've got McCarvin. He's got him squared away. We don't need your little monkey ass. God. All right. No, go ahead. You guys are porking it up, so go ahead and do the roster review.
Well,
So I can find
today
something
we have
interesting
the
to
roster
read.
review of Underverse, who is with us in the chat. Can you hear us, Underverse?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me
There we
okay?
Oh.
Yep.
Hi,
hear you.
Underverse. I just want to apologize that the fact that you had to listen to Finn.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on pork?
No, don't answer that. God
That's a
damn it,
serious
Finn.
question.
No, it's not. It's not a legitimate question. Jesus.
Be nice to our guest. Let him talk about
I'm
porgs
not.
if you want.
I is being nice. Why would you insult him with asking him such a innate question?
Maybe
Did you
he
find
loves
me
porgs
asking you
like
about
us.
porgs insulting?
No.
See?
Yep.
Underverse, no,
There it
you don't have to be nice. Just tell Finn to shut the hell up. All right. Mr. Underverse. Porgs aside, you are in the Guild Ascension, so shout out to your guild. You have a pretty disgusting roster. What can we do to help you today, my friend?
Well, I have a Zeta ready. I'm thinking where to put it, which I'm pretty much set is going to go to visas for Sith Raid.
Sure. But you sound a little torn on that.
Well, I also want to do my first order for Territory Wars. They're really lacking.
Well, let's look at your first order. Let's see what we got going here.
You know, I think this is a very interesting question. I think it's a great one that he brought up, which is, do you Zeta for the raid, or do you Zeta for TW first? This is a very, if you had told me that you had 2 or 3 Zetas ready, I'd probably tell you it's a little bit harder question to answer, because then you would say, oh man, maybe you do half of one and half of the other. Well, my thought is that we TB once a week and you raid about 2 1/3 times a heroic Sith a week. So my thought is you would actually get more use out of Visas in that P1 team than you would out of your crew team that you put on defense.
It depends on this question I'm about to ask. How are you doing in the heroic Sith?
Yeah, we can't. We haven't even cleared phase 1 yet.
Well, that's not because of you, I'm assuming.
No.
Yeah, your roster.
But I mean, how are you scoring? I mean, phase 1.
My GTR, I'm only I think I was 3.4 million.
Okay, so
is that in heroic or
heroic?
Are you using Hermit Yoda or no?
No.
He swapped in Visas Mar for Hermit Yoda.
No, actually, that team is just the pure resistance.
Yeah, you're using Scavenger Ray because you have her.
I would say put it on Visas, and here's why. Your first orders, it needs some gearing stuff as well.
Well, so I feel like we need to kind of go over his teams for heroic Sith too, just to make this, because he should have at least 2 and possibly 3 teams for P1.
Yeah, my Jedi are ready for phase 1 as well.
Yeah, they were waiting for Basila and stuff.
They were waiting for Visa.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I could see Visas being with the Zeta. The more to think about it.
I don't think he needs it.
I don't think she really I don't run her with.
Well,
Zeta.
I mean,
so here's my thought on the phase 1 Jedi Training Ray team, which is where you said you're trying to fit her in.
Yeah, but you're cheap ass, Finn, and you love Force.
No, it's not
Your
just that, right?
sucks.
In terms of damage output and which teams seem to be getting the best ones. The best ones seem to be the combination of Resistance Trooper and Scavenger Ray with Jedi Training Ray, R2, and BB-8. After that, the next one is Visas, followed by Hermit Yoda, followed by Bears. And I think those are like the 4 teams that you can use reliably in phase 1 of the Heroic Sith Raid. So you already have Scavenger Ray at gear 12 you with the bayonet. So your Scavenger Ray is pretty much ready. So is your Resistance Trooper at gear 12. I don't know what value Visas Mar is bringing to your phase 1 Jedi Training Ray squad.
True.
Oh no, she would be going to my Jedi under a Yoda lead.
So who would you run for your target phase 2? So you're going to go
phase 1.
Phase 1.
I'm a second team.
A second team. Well, you should need it for phase. I mean, so ideally your guild should be.
Ideally,
in a position,
it wouldn't, right?
Yeah. Ideally, you would want just your phase 1 JTR team. You do your part, and then the rest of the guild does.
No. But he's gonna for his guild. Go look at his guild. He's going to need a second team. He's going to.
Okay, so the second team.
Why they have? I'm looking right now. They have over 20 Jedi Training Rays.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If that's the case, then yeah, he just stick with JTR.
But he could. So he could run a second team, though, right? He could run a second team that's like a Grandmaster Yoda lead with Hermit Yoda, Ezra, and who else do we want to put on the team?
Well, he's got a 7-star Basilisk, and that team, for me, works better in Phase 2.
It's not a totally agree, but Phase 2 is almost like a Zerg, right? I mean, there's like 6 or 8 teams we could come up with, right? We could come up with Machine Gun Leia. We could come up with the GK, Wampa, Hoda.
Well, so before we jump into that, then, so let me ask you this: why are you? Is there a particular reason why you are working on kind of a second or a third team for Phase 1? Is it just because you have the characters, or is your guild not like thinking that a lot of the Jedi training Rey teams that you guys have will be enough? Or so why aren't you clearing Phase 1? Because it looks like you guys have the team in order to clear it.
I think mechanics for some people. Plus, a lot of them don't have the rest of the. I mean, they have JTR to 12, but the rest of the roster to a lot of them are missing Resistance Trooper, which is pivotal to that team. So.
And I'm hoping that they're all kind of working on it towards that goal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to create some teams in order to help kind of cover for while the other people are working on those.
Exactly. Yeah.
But, I mean,
in the way I am.
I mean,
his roster, the way it's set up, potentially if he runs the 3 correct teams, he could do 17 or 19 mil in P1.
Right, but then what about Phase 2? Because a lot of people.
Phase 2. So
a lot of people run into that Phase 2, and that's a lot of guilds get stuck on that as well early on too.
Well, so here's the deal: is
I don't want him to shoot his load in Phase 1.
Well, so many players with weaker rosters can run more teams in Phase 2, right? So things that work in Phase 2, there's probably 8. I mean, you can run Ewoks in Phase 2 if you wanted to.
Sir.
I'm serious though. I mean, they work. They don't work in Phase 3.
I know they work,
4.
but it's the principle of the damn thing. Goddamn murder bears.
But I'm just saying. I mean, you can run Phoenix in Phase 2, right? So there's a lot of teams you can run that'll get 250K. So if he did more damage in Phase 1, and then the rest of his guild did more damage in Phase 2, then he could come back for Phase 3 and run 3 teams, right?
So your point is correct, Grande, but then this again goes to a question I want to ask. How is your guild focusing and preparing for the Heroic Sith Raid? Right, because there are the different phases. Phase 1, Phase 3, and Phase 4 pretty much require a specific team, and then Phase 2 is a little bit more open, and definitely Phase 4 after Nihilus is open. So how is your guild focusing on it? Do you have people working on Phase 2 squads? Are you thinking that if you guys can get through Phase 1, the rest of the raid will be easy? Or how has the guild planning been for the Heroic Sith Raid?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that had other teams. It's Phase 1 that, GTR that held us back at first. And then a lot of people just got her on that last go-around. So it's just the process of gearing them up. And then also, we've been running some Tier 6s just so people can get practice, although Heroic's quite a different thing from Tier 6, but just to get the mechanics down and stuff. So, I know, I'm curious to see. I know that I don't think they're changing anything in Heroic, but Nihilus with his crazy 3 attacks, random annihilates is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and that's at least if you didn't see it, they're looking at changing the RNG a little bit on that as well. So that's also a nice change that's coming up, but maybe too late if you're trying to clear it soon. So so I mean, if you're doing this in order to get your guild, and it depends on how your guild is running it and what confidence level you're at. If your focus is on getting through Phase 1 because you think your guild has enough to kind of push through the rest of it, and there are more common characters afterwards as well. So to Grande's point, Phase 2, you can put in a lot of different squads in order to push through that. I mean, in that situation, I don't see anything wrong with Visas Mars Zeta. I mean, she's a really good character anyways. I would hope that more people are working on their Jedi training Reys, though, but it's... Yeah. I think it makes sense.
So, if we're going to go first order, your first Zeta would be on...
Crew.
Right, his leader.
Yeah, of course.
And I think he's Gear 10 right now at the moment? Or Gear 11?
Yeah, he's on my favorite list. He's 10, probably halfway to 11. Yeah. But I stopped on them, and I've been working on the bugs.
No, I understand. I would say,
Totally get that.
yeah, if you're going to go all in first order, that's a great team. I mean, there's another phase 2 team for you, and it's a great territory war team on defense. So you get a lot of and you can use them in dark side territory battles. Saturday, I showed my first order team just went in there and just like, Executioner, go make something to yourself and Kassan chop these fools, and they did. He just kept going in there, hit, turn meter, go back, Kassan chop, kill. Get back, health, full turn meter, go back, hit.
Yeah.
It's like rinse and repeat. And I'm like, oh, the other guys get a chance to go now. Okay, officer, speed up, executioner. Wonder Twin powers activate. Go. But yeah, the team you'll want to focus on is Kylo Ren, Unmasked, Kylo Ren. You'll need the Zeta on First Order Stormtrooper eventually, Executioner, and First Order Officer.
Right.
That's the team that really you get your bang. And you can go two different ways. I did the first 2 Zetas on crew, and then I did First Order Stormtrooper. Some like to do the leader on crew and then do First Order Stormtrooper. Either way, it's fine. You know, whichever way you want to go. I'm just my focus was get crew good, and then I go over here and I'm like, all right, now I'll do Stormtrooper. You know, so. But it doesn't matter which route you go. So, but you do need the leadership on crew first. There's no debate about that. So
yeah,
we're not gonna do visas. We're gonna go crew. Okay, good. All right. So we I think we've laid out. You've got more than enough teams here for you've got your part covered and more for the heroic Sith raid. So I think you're fine on that. What else did you need us to look at, my friend?
I mean, I'm good in ships. I don't have an issue in arena.
That's solid. Yeah. Looks like you're doing fine in arena. Arena rank's fine. You're working on first order. I mean, I'm just kind of filtering through, looking at your teams. I mean, let's look at that Sith.
No Vader Zeta. I'm surprised.
Well,
no,
if you didn't,
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I'm not. You don't need it. It's good to have.
You don't need it. It just surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. And Palpatine, Nihilus. Signs gear 11, 7 stars. You can go ahead and get him to gear 12.
And JTR Zeta.
You don't
I don't have her third.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need it.
You don't have Scion Zeta though. That's the one that got me.
Yeah, you know what? You may want to do Scion first.
Oh, there it is. I just had to scroll down further for JTR. Sorry.
Scion.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, Scion Zeta is disgusting. Something to think about. Maybe do his Zeta first, and then go back and start working on your first order. Because that's I mean, who are you running in arena at the moment? I didn't even look at your beginning page because we didn't even look at it.
It's the Jedi.
All right, so you're running Basel and stuff. Okay, that's fine. But the with Traya, when you eventually start unlocking her, I mean, you don't have Scion. You'll need Scion, but once you started unlocking Traya shards and getting her shards. That's another great team for territory battles, definitely for territory wars, right?
Yeah,
and you can use that team eventually when you get her 7 stars. You don't even need her. You can run Empire Sith with a Palpatine lead in Phase 2 as well. And Scion is a great tank for that. So you could maybe consider putting the Zeta on Scion. I would recommend it highly. I think everybody here would recommend it highly. But yeah,
boy, you can tell the day you got Bastila to 7-star in your arena rank.
No, I've had her for 7-star. I wailed out on her the first, I think, day.
You shot right up there, didn't you, in arena rank real quick? Dang, I've
always been top 5. The 42 was when I was on vacation in Germany, so my play time was all out of whack, and I couldn't meet my payouts. So
yeah, that's fine. But yeah. Your roster is really solid, man. So maybe think about Scion. I think that would be a good one for you. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anything else you need to look at? This is a really great roster, man. For 3.4, it's really
stacked for 3.4. I like how you farm stuff. I like how you farm stuff a lot.
Watching a lot of videos in YouTube, so I do my homework before I invest or study or.
Well, you came on RSG, so we're taking credit for everything.
That team right there you see current rank 4, that is a great Traya kill team.
Yeah.
I have no issues with Traya leads.
That's the team Finn did the video on.
Yeah.
Hugely great team for killing Treya. And if you haven't seen the video and you want to break it down, just go watch the video Finn made. It tells you how to do it. It's disgusting.
I don't know if that
Okay.
video's still up.
Why would it
That's
not
a
be
super-
up?
That's the one that had the error that I had to pull it.
Oh, for
What's
God's sakes,
interesting
Finn. How
is-
can we put information out to the people who keep pulling the goddamn videos?
They can go onto the RSG Discord and I can tell them.
That's ridiculous. Put the damn video up, Finn. God. You mongoloid.
What's interesting is that's such an old team, but it works well. People ask us a lot, what's the team to use with Rex in it? And it is Rex, Nihilus, Thrawn, OG Han, and CLS.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, that is a great team. And it's been a great team for probably about a year, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Easily a top 50 team on any server.
Yep.
Is it mod time yet? Or Gyps time?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you want to look at your mods?
I mean,
Grande's dying too. Just
Yeah,
for
you can
God's
take a
sake.
look at
Go
'em.
look at his mods, Grande. Jesus. He said he doesn't need us to look at ships, so go look at the mods, Grande.
Oh, that's nice. I'm just going to tell you right off. I searched by speed, and you've got the majority of your high 20 or your low 20s, high teens on your arena team. They're all on great characters that make a lot of sense. I can tell why you put what where, basically.
yeah, I do.
Someone's
like I said, I
been
do a lot of my
watching the
homework.
show.
Mhm.
Somebody, yeah, you've definitely been doing your homework. I mean, I'm sitting here running down. I don't see any issues with speed for sure. The only other thing, let's filter by offense. Because for the raid, you want to have characters with lots of flat offense. And
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to mod management so I can easily make sets and switch them.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at some of this flat offense stuff. You know, the flat offense is a little bit newer of a technique. And so you could see where we might want to do some changing around of some of your flat offense. But yeah, and when mod management comes out, all the set bonuses change.
Yeah.
And so potentially what we would tell you today would be different based on set bonuses later. So who knows? But definitely on the right track for sure on mods.
You're still gonna go with speed for arena, just so you know.
Yeah,
probably.
You're still going to go speed for arena. I can't imagine not going speed for arena. PvE content, you may be saying, okay, this character should get defense, or this character should get offense, or this character really needs tenacity. But they got so many PvP characters that ignore this or ignore that, or you know,
turn meter from other things too.
Yeah, to the point where it's just like I can't imagine us not doing speed in arena. I mean, it almost doesn't matter. I mean, how are you going to get someone to actually hit hard enough to count for 2 turns? I don't think you can. Which means if I take 2 turns and the time it takes you to take 1 turn, I win.
Yeah, it's called math.
Yeah.
That's right.
Science.
What the hell is going on here? Grande's doing math on the screen. This is like a parallel dimension.
Just don't ask him to pronounce
stream.
names or spell or read.
I said this
Can you-
before. RSG stands for We Take Credit, and I know the acronym doesn't match, but that's because Grande came up with it.
Right.
Underverse, can you think of anything else that you wanted help with? Anything else that you were thinking about that you wanted? I mean, today is your day to shine. So if you can think of anything, let us know.
No, my main question was where to go with that next Zeta, so I'll just have to sit down and decide whether I want to go Visa's crew or
No,
like you said,
Visa's out.
Scion.
Visa's out.
I don't know, man.
No, I think she's out.
I've entertained it, man. I mean, I've
No.
entertained. I've got about the same number of Zetas as Underverse. Underverse, I think, has 25, and I think I'm in the low 30s. And
I really
Right.
think either you go crew or I'm really leaning toward that Scion Zeta, my friend. It's a really good Zeta, but if I don't have any problem if you decide if you want to go work on your first order and do crew. Either one.
I would do the Scion before First Order,
I
so
know.
you can kind of finalize for Territory War your like Emperor Palpatine team. But I understand why he wants to do Visas. If it puts him over the edge, his guild over the edge to complete Heroic Sith, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I could see it. I'm just telling you right now. I've entertained that Zeta myself. So
Yeah, I was thinking if I switch to my Jedi team in Phase 1, I wouldn't even have to run JTR. Because I know with that Visas team, you can potentially get 10 million in the Phase 1.
Yeah. Well, because you're reviving. So it's damage.
I'm a reviver.
So the difference is is your team survivable enough to run it with regular Ray, or do you need that survivability from Visas? I just know my team needs the survivability from Visas, so I run Visas. But
that's for JTR, but I'm talking about Jedi.
If you just run Jedi, you're gonna run it. You're gonna run Bastilla lead, or are you gonna run Grandmaster Yoda lead?
Grandmaster Yoda.
And you have.
Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, Ezra, and who else?
Well, I'm looking over his.
Qui-Gon is the other one, usually with that team.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon or
Qui-Gon.
Anakin.
So, Qui-Gon or Anakin. Yeah.
I'm also noticed you don't have Mother Talzin's unique.
Mother.
No, I haven't. That's for Phase 4, I know.
That's a Phase 4. That's a really good Phase 4 unique. Potentially. So potentially, if you're really trying to squeak it out, you or the guy above you needs to straddle the phase. Somebody is going to need to go to almost enrage in Phase 1 and then be able to play their entire team again in Phase 2. I mean, you guys are really going to have to kind of push on that a little bit. Man, I feel for you guys not having that thing on.
They're
farm.
getting there. They're fighting the good fight.
They'll get there. I don't think you could do both. I think you're probably going to end up having to run both teams though on P1 if your guild's having trouble.
I'm getting that feeling too, based on what you're saying. I think you're going to have to run both. And then to Grande's point, do the Jedi first because your Jedi training Ray can carry over pretty well into Phase 2 if need be.
Right.
Yeah, so you'd get that sucker down to 3 or 4%, and you don't run your JTR team until it's 3 or 4%. You call out to your guild, and you push your run enough to where you do that 3 or 4% in P1, and then you run that, and then you end up being able to have almost a full run again in P2.
Right.
I mean, you're gonna have to kind of nerd out on that a little bit to make it work. But yeah, you could definitely be one of the ones that does that. I wish you the best of luck, man. I feel you on those Zetas, man. I probably have 10 characters I'd like to Zeta right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm halfway to my second one right now, so the mat's coming pretty regularly.
Yeah. If you're getting high in ships, the mats come pretty regularly.
All right. Well, Underverse, if you have more questions, hopefully you're in our Discord, and you can message us directly, or just come to the Discord and talk to anybody in there, and we'll be more glad to help you out anytime you have questions. And if your guild needs some help, they can come to us as well, and we'll be more glad to help any of those guys with their rosters or anything like that. We'd really love to see you guys do Heroic Sith. So if you need help, just let us know, and we'll be more glad to. I bet. If there's any people in there that let them know. Hey, you with RSG, they'll help you out with the roster. Is what we do. All right, let's get into. You picked a great day to do this, Underverse, because now it's time for Weird News Monday. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, first story is Alabama man guilty of shooting son in row over really good chicken. What the?
What?
Wait, what?
The pair became embroiled in a heated argument as the family watched an NFL game on TV, and the father is now set to be jailed. Oh my God! An Alabama man could face 2 decades in jail for shooting his son during a row over chicken wings.
Oh my!
Those must have been really darn good chicken wings.
Hey, it brings a whole new meaning to this. I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
Seriously, Grande was saying, like, oh, the chicken. I wonder if I can eat some of that chicken. John Lewis Carver has been convicted of first-degree domestic violence by a jury at Dallas County Court 2 years after he attacked his son as the family watched an NFL game on TV at their home in Selma. The pair had become embroiled in an argument over the food, and Carver's wife failed in her bid to separate them. Carver, 77, ended up shooting his son in the chest. Jesus Christ. Speaking after the guilty...
How does that even happen? I mean, I'm
Right.
just thinking.
Listen here, when I say I want my chicken with that extra sauce, I mean it. Listen here, Dad, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna dictate what's going
Well,
on.
you know, when you got real good chicken.
You know, it's funny. That's what that says. Speaking after the guilty verdict on Tuesday, District Attorney Michael Jackson told AL.com.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, this must have been some really good chicken. Caver will be sentenced on November 19th and can be jailed for 20 years. God, did he 77 too?
Ugh.
Dumbass.
I mean, was it an accident? Was he having like a...
No, he shot him in the chest over the chicken.
I need to look this up because
I don't think somebody holds a gun just regularly while they're eating chicken, so I'm pretty sure this wasn't.
I mean, was he drunk? I mean, I'm just...
Have you been-
Oh, that
Doesn't
might possible.
matter.
The drunk might be possible.
You never know when somebody's gonna try to steal your chicken.
Or you never know when someone's going to break into your house. So, I mean, my gun is usually always within arm's reach or on me.
Mine too.
But you're not going to shoot someone over some chicken, are you, Dana?
Oh, hell no.
Dana.
Never.
No, never. I would never shoot someone unless
I
they
can
were
just see
trying
now. I come out, I've made my chicken, I'm all proud of it, barbecued everything, and Dana's like, "This filth is not good for peasants." Bam!
Dana's
No!
like, "That's one, not teriyaki. You a-hole."
You bastard ranger. All right, let's go to the next one. Jesus. All right. Cafe serving them ice cream in realistic puppy shapes. What? Look at that. There's even a picture. Puppy ice cream. Taiwan cafes deserts are... Jesus, desserts.
Desserts.
Sorry, I'm just looking at that puppy. It's
Channeling Grande here, man.
I know. I'm just, that puppy is throwing me off. I'm looking at it like, Jesus, that's lifelike. Oh my God, look at that. Cafe's desserts are going viral thanks to the eatery's signature ice cream dish in the hyper-realistic shape of small puppies. The JC Company Art Kitchen in Kaohsiung is drawing in customers by serving up gelato in the shape of Labrador Pug and Shar-Pei puppies.
Oh my gosh.
The gelato is available in chocolate, peanut, and milk tea flavors. The detailed canine confections are so lifelike, some customers said they couldn't bear to eat them. I know, I'm looking at that. The cafe said it takes about 5 hours to create 100 servings of the ice cream dishes. That's so crazy. Look how realistic that looks.
I know. I don't know if I could eat it either.
Oh, I would.
I don't think I could do it.
I could eat it. I'm Vietnamese.
You shut up, Miranda.
You can just wait, once you get it, just wait a little bit, then it'll melt, and then you can eat it, because then it won't look like a puppy.
Yeah, then
It'll be a Picasso puppy, right?
Mm-hmm. We call this melting in the sign of time.
All right.
All right,
Next
next
one.
one. Oh, Jesus. All right, Huffington Post. Let's see what the Huffington Post is posting.
Oh.
Woman gets...
Oh.
My
Oh.
God.
Oh, no.
Woman gets contact lens stuck in eye for 28 years?
Oh, gosh. Oh. No. No.
After the first year, you didn't think anything was wrong?
Oh
28 years?
For what?
Oh my God. The missing lens created a cyst that caused the United Kingdom's woman's left eyelid to droop. You think?
Yeah. Why was this not taken care of sooner?
No
How
one
do
in
you-
all her eye examinations like, Oi! Oi, love. You gotta... Oi! God.
I can't imagine that. Like any little thing that's in my eye, it bothers me, and I can't
know.
do anything until I get it out. I could never.
A
Ugh.
missing contact lens isn't something you should turn a blind eye toward. Ha 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 ha! Shut up, Huffington Post. Case in point, a 42-year-old woman in Great Britain who lost a lens when she was a teen, only to have doctors discovered embedded in her eye 28 years later. According to the medical
Hey Atlanta, we've got low fares to your favorite place.
Stop it. According to the medical journal BMJ Case Reports, the patient went to the doctor after she discovered a pea-sized lump below her left eyebrow. The cyst was visible on an MRI and caused the woman's left eyelid to droop, according to CNN. Look at that. Jeez.
Yeah, that's. Oh.
When doctors went to remove the cyst, they discovered a rigid contact lens that somehow migrated into the eyelid, according to USA Today. At first, the woman couldn't recall how the contact lens got stuck in her peepers. Then her mom remembered the patient losing a lens during a badminton game when the patient was just 14. Since the woman had no symptoms, she figured the lens simply had fallen out and gone missing. Oh, that sucks. The patient never wore rigid gas permeable lenses following this incident. We can infer that the RGP lens migrated into the patient's left upper eyelid at the time of the trauma and had been in situ for the last 28 years, the author said in the report. Once the cysts in the lens were removed from the woman's eye, her peepers went back to normal. This isn't the only bizarre eye injury that's hard to stomach. In late 2016, a 60-year-old British woman went for cataract surgery only to discover the bluish mass in one of her eyes was actually 27 contact lenses.
How is that possible?
What the hell do people in Britain do with their freaking contacts?
I'm guessing she didn't know they needed to take them out.
I feel like the Department of Health over in the UK needs to give lessons on how to properly utilize contact lenses.
27. How the heck do you even fit 27 contact lenses in your eye to begin with and not know they're there?
What is wrong with this woman?
If something similar happens,
the other thing is, what doctor is looking at a woman that has like 27 like lenses like stacked up on her eyes? Like, oh yeah, your vision is fine. What the hell is going on?
Wow.
Yeah, let's check your visual acuity here. Let me put a little drop. Oh, the drop is just kind of falling out of your eyes. Oh, you have freaking 27 contact lenses in front of your pupil.
She had to imagine how saggy her eyelids were after the removal of 27 contacts.
All right, if something similar happens to you and you don't have nearly 3 decades to wait for removal, Health.com suggests flipping your upper eyelid to see if it's hiding underneath and using saline drops to flush it out. If that doesn't work, see your eye doctor. Good Lord!
That's funny.
The more you know. This has been an after-school special brought to you by RSG. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Here's
Do you remember
something
flipping
from
your
chat.
eyelids up in school? Do you remember doing that?
No,
And
I've
people,
never worn.
you don't remember doing that? You know?
Like
Is
freaking
it-
people out with
So
it.
I'm just, yeah, freaking people out by flipping them up.
Oh, I do that all the time still.
Yeah, okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. Cause,
Let's go to the next one.
let's flip them up.
Well, real quick.
Oh my God! I saw this on real time. Did you see this? If you haven't seen this real time, Bill Moore, I love him. He's the best. But when he was doing new rules, he had brought this up. No, those aren't mailboxes. Paris rolls out sidewalk urinals.
What?
In Paris, authorities are taking an unusual approach to combat the scourge of public urination. Make urination even more
my
public.
gosh.
The city is
What is on the top of that? Looks like poop.
looks like just like
It's probably that stuff that you put cigarettes out in.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
The city is
Alright.
experimenting with
It's
completely
killer.
exposed, eco-friendly urinals. Devices are called Eurotradi. No, I can't even say that. Ujotrotie, which combines the words in urinal and pavement. They're not all subtle. They're bright red in heavily trafficked areas. For example, directly next to the Sion near the Notre Dame Cathedral. If there's any confusion, a large white and red sign with a red arrow and a cartoon for Peen probably clears it up. French authorities say they are using this surprising solution to try to supplement existing toilets in heavy congested areas where there are urine issues. The interest of this new urban fixture lies in the mobility, ease of installation and use, as well as its ecological dimension, city authorities said in a statement. They introduced 3 of these toilets in March and added a 4th in July. They're planning to install a 5th urinal soon. The new additions have appalled some residents, such as Piolo Pellissieri, who owns a Venetian art store. There's no need to put something so immodest and ugly in such an historic spot, she tells Reuters. Some other view the urinals as straightforwardly sexist. They have been installed in a sexist proposition. Men cannot control themselves from the bladder point of view, and so also society has to adapt. Gwendolyn Coppold of the feminist group Femis Solidaires told the news service. The public space must be transformed to cause the minimum discomfort. And he goes on, Jesus.
So do they have ones for women though? Is that what they're saying? They don't have them.
Yeah,
they
this is
have
just
them for
men. Yeah, I think it's just urinals.
I don't think it's as easy for women just to take a pee in public.
Well, I mean, they could have put like little,
If
you
a
know,
pee in trash
potties.
can urinals, then doesn't that mean there's more room for women in the bathrooms?
I don't know.
Well, only if they're the shared bathrooms.
Unisex, you mean, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the question: Whose freaking job is it going to be to empty out those freaking urine? Because they don't have a pipe.
Oh, gross.
I'm looking at the picture. There's no pipe running out of it. It's just like collecting it all in there.
Well, they said they're
I'm sure they're using a porta potty
I think that what that is on top is like biodegradable stuff. So when you pee, you know, it's like fertilizer and stuff. So it's biodegradable. It's not like it's.
How long before some teenage Frenchman takes a dookie in there?
Yeah.
Just,
Dude, all
I'm
it is
sorry,
freaking
I had to
kid litter,
poop.
man.
It looks like a good place to do a poop. Deuces.
Oh, poo-poo!
God.
All right, next one. Jesus.
Good times.
Good times.
That's your home country right there, Grande.
I would use one. I'm not even kidding you.
I would. I don't give a fuck.
I'd use one.
It would depend on the location.
Me too.
I was at the dog park today, and I had to go to the bathroom, and there was nobody else at the dog park. And I was like, it's a dog park. What do you think the dogs do here? I got to go. So I went to the dog park.
Grande was being eco-friendly. All right. Iowa State's fair's strangest food this year could be cookie dough spaghetti. What? Is this... Oh, my God.
And wait.
Des Moines, Iowa.
What?
It's
Alright,
no
my pictures
secret.
aren't working.
Yeah, it's no secret that Iowa State Fair is a fried food lover's paradise. But with nearly 200 concession stands, this year's vendors are urging fairgoers to make room for dessert. Mike Biger, a 15-year-old employee of Dipped in Chocolate, said sweet treats are becoming the new main course at the fair. Hold on, it's updating. Really? Fox sucks. No, I don't want to care about Lifetime. Let's get back to the damn article. It said sweet treats are becoming the new main course at the fair, famous for its deep-fried corn dogs and pork chops on a stick. We began experimenting.
Georgia's economy is roaring.
Really?
But it's all at risk because of new 25% taxes and quotas on imported
No, close. All these damn
Keep
ads.
reading.
I'm trying, but the ads keep popping up, Grande.
Oh,
We
frick,
began
now I have one
experimenting
too.
with chocolate chip
I got,
cookies.
yes, Rhonda, I know where it's at, but when I got ads popping up all over my stupid sites. We began experimenting with chocolate chip cookie dough a few years back, and it just blew up like crazy with the fair attendees, he said. The booth, which specializes in items like chocolate dipped bananas, cookie dough balls, and strawberries, see, that all sounds good, is now introducing its newest showstopper. Cookie dough spaghetti. A dish Biger said can rival any fried concoction. It's probably the craziest thing I've seen. The dish is a fun take on cookie dough in the form of a plate of spaghetti and meatballs with red sauce. Cookie dough spaghetti noodles are topped with a Ferrero Rocher chocolate meatball, where the red sauce is substituted with strawberry desert sauce. Okay, so this is not actually...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay. All
wondering, if it
right.
was-
Okay. Jesus.
all
I was about to say. Oh my God. Other stands are joining the strange wave of entree-themed goodies, including ice cream nachos, brisket mango tango, and beef sundaes. And with
What?
56 new items just this year, fairgoers can expect the unexpected when it comes to the new foods lineup. While Iowa may not be the biggest fair in the nation, Texas and Minnesota are larger. The 164-year-old tradition sets the tone for bizarre food and competition.
I think we need to go there. I think we need to make
Have
RSG's
fun.
first convention at the Iowa State Fair.
No, we don't.
We should go to the Texas State Fair. They have weird crap like this too. It's so freaking awesome. It's in Dallas right now.
Every year we have.
I want to do this.
Every year we
need to
have
do
a
it.
new foods contest, and our concierge get real fired
We
up
could
about
call it.
that.
We could call it Gamer Fuel, the annual Gamer Fuel.
You can just scroll down, Ranger. They have a picture of it too, so you can see it.
All right, so it's not actually the spaghetti per se. It's just sweets made to look like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
I want
I'm
dessert
not gonna
and
say
pizza now.
anything.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay, so now as soon as we're done
Gnarly!
here, pizza and some kind of dessert.
Yeah.
I know what I have to do.
It's gonna be a Twinkie.
All right, we have 10 minutes. Sanely, do we have questions?
You bet.
Yeah, we got 25 questions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do
Rapid
as many
fire,
as we can.
baby.
Rapid fire, man. Let's do this.
Okay, Sammy Red, question. When are the other RSG crew members going to get their asses in gear and record the song for the karaoke video? I don't want to be the only idiot who recorded theirs.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm recording mine later today, actually. I'm recording a video for the channel, and then I'm also recording the singing.
All right.
I don't know
Overlord.
about the rest of them. I can't speak for everyone else.
Mhm.
But you won't be the only.
Overlord. All right. Overlord, when's the next Battlefront 2 stream?
Tomorrow.
Doya-san, question. Today is Omega Challenge Day. How likely / often do you spend 200 crystals for the first refresh for the extra Omega? Is
every time.
one Omega?
Every time.
Yeah, I never do, but it's a good value.
I always do it, and I also do the 400 crystal one as well.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for Ranger. Today is my oldest daughter's 16th birthday. Can you sing her a birthday song in Harry Carey? Thanks, brother.
Do we have her name?
No.
Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here. We have a birthday request for Mr. Pennypinch for his daughter's turning 16. Sweet 16. Oh, I remember when I was 16 back in 1722. It was a good year for America. We weren't even a country then. Hell, the Cubs weren't even created yet. Well, I don't have her name, so I'll just make up something as we go along. A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to someone. Happy birthday to someone.
Fill in the blank.
Happy birthday, Mr. Pennypinch's daughter named someone. Happy birthday to you. Cops win! Cops win!
Yay!
8 minutes. Let's go.
Yorvel, the question, can I get a shout out for my guild Dutch Delight for beating Heroic Sith yesterday? Shout out. Good job, guys.
Woo-hoo,
Shout out,
go,
Dutch Delight.
Nice.
Let me ask you, Dutch Delight, did you guys go Dutch on that Sith heroic or not?
Shut up, Brian. Next question.
But
Your dad
Fail.
jokes.
Next question.
Okay, Ski Trooper, question, isn't a Twinkie pizza a calzone?
That's funny.
That's a good
I don't know.
No,
We're
that's
gonna-
a pizza
we're gonna enter into
Twinkie.
state
Grande
fair.
said it wrong. Next question.
no, it's a cannoli.
Chewy, question, can you guys create a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes themed D&D campaign?
Yes, I actually have the Star
Ooh.
Wars books.
I'd love to do that one.
You will not.
There's already a Star Wars D&D style pencil
No,
and
he's
paper.
asking if that
It's
can
called
do it.
Star Wars.
I have this. I have the books. They're behind me right now. I have all the role playing campaign.
Ranger,
books.
seriously, hit me up for that one. I'm all in.
I mean, if we want people to do it, but I mean, God, I'm gonna have like no life.
That'll be kind of
It's always
tough
a matter
too
of
because
time.
it's a roll 20 for this.
It doesn't have to be tomorrow, Ranger. Just whenever y'all are done with this D&D.
This one's
campaign.
going to go on for a long time, so if we're going to do it, we'll have to pick another date. And...
We'll talk about D&D another time. Next question.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, he said the daughter's name was Brianna, Ranger.
Oh.
Aww.
Do I have to do it again, or what's the deal?
You can just say happy birthday to Brianna.
Happy birthday, Brianna. Brianna? Is it Brianna?
Brianna.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Benihana? Did you say Benihana?
Hey, Benihana. I love going to Benihana.
Happy birthday, Benihana.
But happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. Your dad had an epic fail by not giving your name when I was singing the song. So for your birthday present, punch him in the face 16 times.
Hey, Mr. Pennypinch, because she turned 16, you now need to stay off of the sidewalks. Because she'll be driving.
6 minutes. Next question.
That's a good call.
Chewy, question, how close are we getting the multicam RSG stream, and is that only going to be for Wednesday nights, or is this going to be a regular thing?
Oh no, we're going ham on that.
Yeah, we'll try and incorporate it into everything.
But I don't know where are we at with that, Finn. I know
we'll do Wednesdays first, and then we'll go to everything. Probably
the multicam. We need to get your new setup first.
Right,
that's going to be the first.
Where are we at on that? I mean, I know Corinth was trying to hook it up, and I know he's.
Oh, I think he was getting everything together to send to you, so it might already be sent. So we'll have to follow.
No, yeah, trust me. Now I'll spend like 2 days trying to figure out what wire goes where. Electrocute myself a few times. It'll be good.
Yep, perfect. Next question.
Chewy, question: how many tunes deserve multiple Zetas and which ones?
Well, Voltron comes to mind first. I mean, if you want to have Blazing Sword, you need the Zeta on the Black Lion and the Pink Lion.
Asajj Ventress, potentially Mother Talzin, CLS, R2.
I don't think they need multiple.
Jedi Training Ray.
Eddie Murphy.
No, characters that deserve 2 Zetas, that have 2 Zetas already.
Trey, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't think CLS needs both of his. I don't think R2 needs both of his.
I don't think so either.
Potentially Palpatine.
BB-8?
No.
No, BB-8 doesn't need a second Zeta.
Yeah, get him
Treya.
Treya does. Hands down.
Crew?
Crew does, definitely.
Crew, Treya, and Asajj are the only ones that really come to mind for me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Embo.
No, Grim.
Sith Marauder. Next question.
Hey, Voltron! Damn it! Why are we ignoring my thoughts here?
Next question.
Like, is this Russia or can we speak our minds?
4 minutes. Next question.
We got more than 4 minutes. Let's just get through these questions. Quit interrupting, Grande.
Skate Trooper, question: who would you like as the 4th droid on a JTR team with BB-8, R2, and L3? I'm thinking Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper. Totally agree with Chopper right now.
Okay, Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question: when is JTR coming back? I've been gearing my vets.
Next month.
2 months.
Soon, Tim.
I think it's September.
Guess it's 2 months. I mean, it's possible they change the cadence for this month, but I don't think that's likely. I would expect 2 months.
2 months, month and a half. Something like that.
Don't overgear your vets, because Finn, if you have his Zeta, is going to carry that team.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Vets don't need to be that powerful.
Gear 6, maybe Gear 7.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I went overboard on mine. I think they were all Gear 8, which was overkill.
Yeah. Journeys are more of a test of whether or not you have the characters as 7-star. Legendaries require a little bit more gear, so for the vets, you don't need to do much. Next.
Deliason, question: has anyone else had issues in Arena with bugs? My Darth Nihilus Drain Force removes all buffs for my Sith Trooper.
Well, the only issues with bugs I had was coming out of my ears.
If you have a bug like that, record it and put it on EAHelp.com in the bug forums.
Yeah.
So I've seen some strange bugs. I was on auto, my game froze in the middle of the opponent's turn. It was really strange.
Hey, Grande, did you know in South America they have these giant ants called the cha-cha ant? And if it bites you, you're going to do the cha-cha dance and then your leg's going to go numb.
Okay.
Next question. Grande's perplexed.
Thank you, Harry, for that Discovery Channel moment.
I once got bitten by 40 of them. It was a horrible experience. Let's move on.
Hey, Harry Carey, you know what Maury Povich says? You're not the father. Go ahead. Next question.
Contraire, mon frere, mon ami.
God, next question, please.
Truly, random question: when is the next dev roadmap update? Do you think they'll hint at new legendary for the last quarter of 2018?
No.
Well,
I think
the fiscal quarter we're in right now ends at the end of September, so around then.
Yes, I would agree.
That's when they'll do it.
Sanely's on point with the answer.
Yes, he is.
Next question.
Okay. All right. Chewy, question. Warrior said his Sith raid change video got the attention of the devs. Did he say anything else about it, like what they'd be doing about it, or did they just say okay and leave it?
Wow.
What? What was the question again?
Warrior said
Okay, go ahead.
Warrior said his Sith raid change video got the attention of the devs. Did he say anything else about it, like what they'd be doing about it, or did they just say okay and leave it?
So let's talk about this. Right now, there are a certain group of people that would like the rewards to be more than just the the top 10 or the top 3 getting a look at Gear 12.5. Let me tell you too, maybe they did that on purpose. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons. I mean, the more we push them to spread more Gear 12.5 out there, the quicker we are on to the next thing where we need more, or where we get more gear beyond 12.5. So be very careful what you ask for.
I agree with Grande, man.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, Warrior basically said, like, he, along with others, have just been giving their feedback to it, and they get the attention, and they get told that their video was watched and they're doing something about it. But until they're actually putting something in game, a lot of times they don't know that they're actually working on it because they have a list of things they're working on.
Plus, it could be weeks or months before that happens.
Yep. That's why I know. So
I mean,
they have the attention, but they can't tell you anything more because there's a time. It's hard to. They can't do it instantly. Next.
Nathaniel Morgan, question for those who beat Darkside Territory Battles Phase 6 ship mission, what team did you use? Also, shout out to the New World Empire for 43 stars.
Okay.
Hey, congrats.
Congratulations, New World Empire. So on the ship's mission, you can either went all in on Tarkin or you went all in on Thrawn for your arena team. So you're going to do that. There's multiple lineups you can use. You can use Geonosians with a backup of Empire or a backup of crew. You can use crew up, first order up front with a backup of Geonosians or a backup of Empire. But that's effectively what you're going to do. You're either going to run 3 Geonosians and 3 first order, or you're going to run 3 Geonosians and you're going to run Empire in the back with potentially a couple of side ships like Slave 1 would be a good example of a side of just a put in a placeholder on that team. But do not platoon both your Slave 1 and your Sunfac and expect to do really well in that mission if you don't fill all the platoon.
Who's typing?
Not me.
That's me.
Oh.
Next question.
Jedi Gunny 262. Question, good fifth for Kiro Squad if Zalbar not geared. This is for Territory War.
I was theory crafting. I think Chopper is a good one.
That's a good one, yeah, actually.
Because there's only one other Phoenix or droid on the team, and that's L3. So whenever Chopper does his basic, he's going to reduce the cooldowns for L3. L3 is attack, so then she has a chance to be calling Chopper for an assist. So potentially he's using 2 basics, reducing the cooldown on L3's special like twice in a turn, and she might be able to just constantly be healing your entire squad. So I think Chopper is a good one.
You could. I'm just going to throw this out there. If you don't have Chopper or you're putting Chopper on a different team, you could also look at Chief Nebbit or you could look at Grievous.
All right, next question.
Not a
He
great
who should not be named. Question for Ranger. When do you stand alone with Mother Talzin?
Next question, please. Oh, get the hell out of here. Stand
Contingent.
alone, but not with Mother Talzin. Stand alone.
Mother, stand alone.
Mother does not stand alone.
Contingent 33. Question, should I put my Mark 12 med pack on Emperor Palpatine or Rex? I have been saving Gear 12 pieces to make sure that I place them on the most useful squads. I run Nightmare, but could use Underverse's squad too.
No, go Palpatine.
Put on Palp. That extra 6 speed can mean, the match right
first. There. It's always arena team first.
Yes.
And I'm important enough to use it.
Bradzo Swgoh, question, best first order lineup. Got all 7 stars and crew, first order officer, and first order tie gear 11 already.
Tie is no. It's crew, regular Kylo Ren, first order stormtrooper, executioner, first order officer.
Agreed. Next question.
Or you can swap out special forces for the regular Kylo Ren.
Chewy, question. Since when did porgs become Pokemon? I thought they made noises like
Pokemon, collect them all.
Porgymon, collect them all.
Next question.
Nathaniel Miller, question for Grande. Who has better Wi-Fi than the government?
Everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for
everyone.
Ranger.
No, I have credible Wi-Fi. Just for some reason, certain times they just like to mess with me.
Oh my gosh.
Next question.
Keyboard the Planet Eater, question for Finn. If you could turn into a porg or an Ewok for a day, which one do you pick?
Oh, Ewok for sure, because porgs don't really talk. Ewoks can talk. They have their own language, but they talk. They're much more sentient beings than porgs. Next question.
Chewy, question. If they put porgs into the game, what would their kits look like?
What in the hell is this question?
They wouldn't be in the game directly. They would be an attack that Jedi Luke has. Next question.
They'd have one. Their special would be called. Their unique would be called rotisserie.
No.
Okay, we're done. We're done with.
No, we're
questions.
not. Keep going.
Chewy, question. Would porgs have a synergy or a weakness to Chewy? Do you think they could add porgs as a piece of equipment for Chewy so he can regen health?
That's so funny. That's like when they add
Awful.
R2.
Next question.
When they add C-3PO, you'll be able to put him on the back of all the Chewbacca's. It'll be a 2-for-1.
Jesus. Legless C-3PO with Chewie addition.
Don't give them ideas.
Another Chewy.
I think that would be
It'll
fun.
just be another Chewy with C-3PO on his
You
back.
just see C-3PO every time you do a match, just stretching his head, raising his arms, yelling at Chewbacca. You stupid Wookiee!
Kazakage too easy. Question, can you make a pizza out of Zeta and Omega materials?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yep, it's called imaginary pizza.
Oh, it would be so delicious. Just get a nice, cool glass of Budweiser, and you're going to have a fun night, my friend.
Kazakage too easy. Question, Grande would put a 20-speed submod on Barris. Finn yelled at me for that.
I'd do it, screenshot, and then send it to Cubs.
I would. I mean, no. No.
What, Cubs fan, huh?
I yelled at you too, damn it. No.
Nathaniel Miller, question for Ranger. Have you ever heard of an ad blocker?
I do, but see,
No,
what's
but
what
that's
they,
different.
Yeah, but yeah,
These
that's
ads
the-
are different.
Yeah, these are directly into the site. So like when I go to with these news sites, they have those little things that are integrated into there. So you're like looking, all of a sudden you get this ad popping in. You're like,
Yeah.
son of a.
You need a script blocker.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up with one after the stream.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I guess because I was using Mozilla. If I had Google up, which I should probably start using Chrome more, it'll automatically set that to like, no, get rid of that crap. But I wasn't expecting that because I don't usually visit those sites, and Finn tricked me. All right, next question.
Those are sites that Finity visits.
I just find the news articles. I mean, I don't do anything else.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So, we got through all the questions.
Good.
Yay!
Hey, say
Wait.
something.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead,
go ahead,
Dana.
Dana.
During the stream, I just hit 3 million.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I got 4 Zetas today.
Yay!
No,
I got 3.
no, that
Very
was-
cool.
Fine, congrats.
What do you mean,
Yay.
Finn?
What?
I got 1.
Oh.
I don't think
I don't.
It's been like a month since I got a Zeta.
I had 3. I about fell on my chair because and it's been on the streams. I got nothing. I was like, oh, I got 2. I'm like, okay, well, I got 2. So this next round we get. Oh my god, I got another one. All right, so we're going to wrap the stream up here. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us today. If you would like, please come to our Discord. If you're not in our Discord already, why aren't you? Because it's a great community of people that are here, that you're listening to right now on the stream, and a bunch of other characters that are in there that just like to hang out, talk, and have a good time. Talk about the game. Talk about anything, really. I think they were doing dad jokes one night. It was ridiculous. I had to like shut off my Discord. But yeah, please join our Discord if you haven't. There's some really good stuff in there on all the games that we play, whether it's D&D, Battlefront, Borderlands, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, you name it, we got it in there. And so there's people that you can connect with there, and that's important. And if you have questions that we didn't get to, go ahead and bring them there. We have questions and answer sections and just general that you can bring in questions about your roster or anything like that. Also, go ahead, if you haven't already, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Again, I keep asking, if you're watching us all the time and you love the content, why not subscribe? That way you can just set the bell and you'll know whichever program you want to listen to, you can set it up to where it'll let you notify you when we're streaming that particular thing.
Yeah, Ranger rings my bell all the time. So make sure Ranger rings your bell too.
Stop talking, Grande. Also, the damn dad jokes, man, I swear.
You know what I got as my reminder for when we have the streams coming up is I got Navi from Legend of Zelda for the notification sound.
Nice.
So it's every time one of the streams comes up, it's all, hey, listen.
All right, and then also, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, please do. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, it really does help the channel. We have a lot of people that donate in our Patreon. You get special VIP access and other things per the level of the Patreon that you give to. We do fun things like we did Tits roster for the VIPs. We also do the pre-stream you can join, where we just hang out with all the people that are VIPs before the stream, and they can hear me yelling at Finn as he last minutes my ass like normal, trying to set up stuff. Hey Ranger, let's do this. God damn it, Finn, why didn't you do this 3 hours ago? Well, I took a shower and I forgot.
Hey, today I had the news articles for you. You just didn't check it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I wasn't looking at Skype in another channel when I was in this channel where you could have put him like a normal human being.
That's your fault.
No, that's your fault, dickhole.
Nope.
Anyway, you would love it if you're able to be in our pre-streams. They're funny.
Yeah, we have a good time. So if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, that way you can. Remember, we have our Amazon wish list of fun stuff that you guys can get us. There's stuff for Finn, stuff for Tits, me. Mine is just basic D&D stuff, so that's all that's there right now, books and stuff like that. So if you'd like to do that, we put stuff up there. You guys told us to put stuff up there, so we did. So we do this Monday through Friday. What's that?
One other thing really quick. Since you guys are listening right now, I'll tell you. We have put together a flowchart about how Mods 2.0 is going to work after the mod release is coming. It is basically your reference to everything related to the mods leveling and slicing, what you'll need to do in terms of kind of the basics, when you level, when you slice up, what's going to happen. So that is actually going up on our Twitter right now. And in the next couple of days, we'll actually put up a video on the RSG YouTube that will actually kind of go through that in a little bit more detail. But I just pressed the send on the tweet. So the Twitter link is up there now. So if you guys go to our Twitter page, again, the link is in the description of the YouTube video. The image is there for you to look and download and do whatever you want with.
It's a big, nice diagram that Finity did. It's awesome.
Right. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I thought it was really epic, actually.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's our stream for today. Remember, we do this Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Wednesday, we got the Wednesday night stream. We'll do Battlefront tomorrow, and Thursday, possibly Friday. Tomorrow as well, we'll have the Borderlands with Zabif and the crew hanging out doing Borderlands stuff.
With the real-life Tiny Tina.
Yes, she is something else. When we had her on Saturday, it was a hoot. We have our Mature channel on Saturday. We have the Jedi Council on Saturdays as well. So, yeah. Keep checking us out. Keep supporting us. We'll keep rocking and rolling and doing what we do. So, on behalf of myself, the lovely Dana Descent, the French Tickler, Grande Patron, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, Grim the Mechanic, Sanely the Soulless One, and our special guest, Underverse, till Underverse comes, for joining us today. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday, and we will holler at you later. Peace.
Toodaloo.
Ciao.
Porg.
And you guys wonder why I hit the button faster. We're not even done streaming yet. You guys are awful. I didn't even stop streaming yet. You know what? I'm just gonna let it keep running. We're gonna continue streaming, guys, because these guys are buttholes.
Lunch stream extra.
It's like the afterbirth. What is this?
Afterbirth? Is that what you just...
I'm telling you.
Oh my word!
It's called the placenta.
This is the stream placenta. God.
Can I end it now?
Yes, you can end it now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm going to hit the button now.